Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Lisanoktasari. I am from Faculty of Teaching, Training and Education, Borneo University of Tarakan. In here, I will present my ideas, especially in education, to support sustainable development goals in era 4.0 industry in Indonesia. Education is the most important in our life because until whenever the education always follow in our daily, as long we live in this world. Law number 20, years 2003 about the education national system, chapter 5 sentence 1 mentioned that every citizen has the same right to obtain good education. Citizen, which means is every citizen of Indonesia around the world, whether live in Indonesia or the other country like Malaysia. Education is not only for citizens who live in Indonesia or NKRI, but also for them who live outside from Indonesia, especially the citizens who live in Malaysia country. According to the data from Manpower Minister 2018, value of Indonesia citizens who are located in Malaysia as labor reached 728,870 people. There are 27,000 children at primary school and secondary school. After that, they will continue to the high level. But currently, based on existing regulation in Malaysia, the Indonesia state is only allowed to establish formal school up to elementary level. Therefore, Indonesian children living in Malaysia only get formal education up to elementary school, and only junior high school and only high school in Malaysia are limited to non-formal hours. If they want to continue to high school, then they have to go back to Indonesia, and the process will also cost a lot of money, and they will have to separate from their families. Therefore, many of them choose to drop out of school rather than having to continue their education. So, this is not aligned with the 12 years compulsory education program that began in June 2015. The Indonesia government has sought to improve the quality of education of Indonesian children in Malaysia. One of which is by establishing the Indonesia School in Kota Kinabalu. In addition, the Indonesia government is working with oil palm companies by establishing a community learning center for children of non-formal field workers for elementary and junior high school levels. Addressing the problem that's occur above, especially for Indonesian children who drop out of school in Malaysia, the writer has an innovation to empower existing technological advancements to support the implementation of the learning process of Indonesian children in the Sabah and Sarawak region of the country of Malaysia, especially Indonesian children who will continue their education to senior high school. Virtual school is a concept of strengthening education, carried out through web-based internet in the era of the Industrial Revolution 4.0. Virtual school can also be said to be distance school that are conducted in cyberspace without having to keep informed in the classroom or physical presence between educators and students. By using online learning or the so-called virtual scale of this virtual school is also supported by the existing network speed in the Sabah and Sarawak regions, where cable network speed reaches 63.5 Mbps and the average mobile internet speed reaches 19.9 Mbps. Very rapid technological advances are currently creating a variety of online web applications and online sites about education that can be accessed by anyone, anytime and anywhere. Technological advances that can be utilized in learning in virtual school. Every subject in high school will be uploaded into an online application in the form of electronic learning or available as a learning. Learning that that is afforded in e-learning can also be in the form of instructional video teaching material, explanation, and question. About the evaluation of virtual e-learning, this can also be done online through e-learning so that student and teacher do not need to be face-to-face. While learning takes place in the espacement of the less time, there are several steps and need to be considered and described in the series of steps that are arranged systematically. 1. Target area considered to be in dire need after virtual is Indonesia children, the country of Malaysia, especially in the Sabah and Sarawak region. 2. Permission for the formation and implementation of virtual school to the Indonesia Ministry of Education and Malaysia. 3. To collaborate with educational institutions in Malaysia, namely Community Learning Center. 4. Develops a learning application as the main source of learning in virtual school. 5. Socialization of virtual school to parents and children of migrant workers who will continue their education to senior high school. 6. Implementation of virtual school for migrant workers in Malaysia. It is hoped that with this virtual school, Indonesia children living in Malaysia, especially in the Sabah and Sarawak region, can continue their education to the middle school level. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.